Ipikit ang iyong mga matang, maniwalang kaya mo. Haharapin, lalaban, walang susuko. Makakarating hanggang dulo. Maraming tanong, paano ba ito? May pag-alinlangan, may pagdududa. Kailangan lang tuklasin ano ba ang kaya mo. Ngumiti ka lang, bagong pag-asa'y naghihintay. Huwag kang matakot, kaya mo, kaya mo. Nagdadalawang isip, nanginginig, tumutulo ang luha, nagagalit. Gusto ko na lamang pumikit, pipilitin kong kumapit. Pangangamba ko'y mawawalan na, nararamdaman ng panibagong pag-asa. Ito na ang simula, bahagari nakikita na. Ngumiti ka lang, bagong pag-asa'y naghihintay. Huwag kang matakot, kaya mo, kaya mo. Ngumiti ka lang, bagong pag-asa'y naghihintay. Huwag kang matakot, kaya mo. Ngumiti ka lang, bagong pag-asa'y naghihintay. Huwag kang matakot, kaya mo, kaya mo, kaya mo. Ipikit ang iyong mga matang, maniwalang kaya mo. Haharapin, lalaban, walang susuko. Makakarating hanggang dulo. Maraming tanong, paano ba ito? May pag-alinlangan, may pagdududa. Kailangan lang.
Alright, and we are live. Good evening po sa ating lahat mga kaguro. And of course, welcome back to Gurongpinoy. Hello, of course, sa lahat ng members ng Team Thorndike. Na-miss ko po kayong Team Thorndike, of course. And this is part of our diagnostic test discussion. Of course, tonight, we are going to be discussing Gen Ed, no? Gen Ed Part 3 po ito ng ating diagnostic test discussion. Of course, welcome po natin lahat ng mga new members natin, lahat po ng mga bagong membro dito sa Team Thorndike. Of course, no? Palagi po natin sinasabi kapag bago po tayo members na make sure that you have watched our orientation video na nandyan po sa ating exclusive group sa Team Thorndike. Ganyan din po yung ating pong gagawin sa ating pong exclusive group sa inyong mga majorship para po mas klaro yung ating sistema. Okay? So, again, no, if you have any questions, just send a message to our Facebook page. Our Facebook page, of course, is Gurongpinoy. If you are watching us on YouTube, no, you go to our Facebook page at mag-send po kayo ng message sa ating Facebook page. Now, of course, if you are still not a member, it is still not too late, no? So wag na po kayong maghintay ng last minute, no? Yung iba po naghihintay sa classified files discussion. Of course, sa LET po, no, kapag tayo po naghahanda para po sa ating licensure examination for teachers, mas mainam na marami po tayong bala. And so, of course, no, as early as you can, as soon as you can. You have to become a member of Gurong Pinoy's Team Thorndike. Parang wala pong kawala si licensure exam para siguradong hindi lamang ipapasa yung ating pong licensure exam. But of course, maitatap pa po na yung ating pong LET March 2025. So again, this is Team Thorndike's Diagnostic Test Discussion Part 3 with me, Coach Mek. And of course, na nakikita nyo po sa ating screen ngayon, yung ating weekly schedule. Bukas po, balik tayo sa NAPOLCOM with Coach June. Diagnostic test 4 with Coach June on Wednesday. Part 5 would be on Friday. And of course, NAPOLCOM naman po with me on Thursday. No? So Tuesdays, Thursdays, NAPOLCOM, MWF po para sa ating Janet and Prophet. Of course, Saturdays and Sundays for our majorship. And of course, no, meron din po tayong CSE for our Saturday and Sunday. And so as you can see, analytical reasoning with Coach Georgina for our CSE on Saturday. No, that's for the prof level. And of course, sub-prof level naman po, clerical reasoning on Sunday. Okay? And of course, tayong lahat dito, ngayong mga nakikinood dito po sa ating live at this very moment, we are all going to become LPTs very, very soon. Okay? So, pakilagay na po, paki-comment na po ng ating mga pangalan with the comma LPT dyan po sa ating comment section. Again, your name, no pangalan, of course, comma LPT, so that we can, of course, manifest, no? We can do our self-fulfilling prophecy. At ayan na, nakikita na po natin, nakikita na po natin yung ating mga pangalan, and very, very soon, we are going to become licensed professional teachers. So, katulad na lamang ni Sir Cipriano Luis Sagom, LPT. Sir Nino Paul Aguilar, LPT. Sharian Chad Calayco, LPT. Clydel A. Munoz, LPT. Mark Angelo A. Galor, LPT. Adi, LPT. Akima Yvette Cabanlong, LPT. Cristel Marie S. Flores, LPT. Christine A. Soberano, LPT. Leonesa Aruga, LPT. Mary Jane F. Loto, LPT. Pauline A. Aguilan, LPT. Okay, Angelo C. Loyola, LPT. Lovely Vanessa Paruli, LPT. Leia de Ochoa, LPT. Anna May Gitche, LPT. Celine Ronquillo, LPT. Menchi Lumugdang, LPT. Okay, and so many more. Okay, and of course, now while waiting for us to start with our discussion tonight, paki-share na po ng ating video. Share our video. And tag na po lahat ng ating mga Let Taker friends na nandyan po sa ating mga Facebook. No? So yung kaibigan mo po, yung best friend mo po, yung kamarites na po, no? Pakitag na po ng kanilang mga pangalan dyan sa ating pong Facebook Live para of course dire-diretso po ang ating pagre-review tonight. Okay? Kailan po malalaman ang result ng diagnostic exam? That's coming from Ma'am Sofia Villanueva. Malapit na po, no? So I am trying to download all the results kasi nga meron pa mga humabol. And so pakihintay lang po, no? Hintayin lang. Of course, we are going to announce the top-notcher very, very soon. All right. And of course, now, as I've mentioned, this is Diagnostic Test Part 3. Keep those comments coming. Of course, manifest that you will be licensed professional teachers very, very soon. But of course, no, before we start with our discussion tonight, just like every night that we have our live stream, let us all start with our opening prayer. So samahan niyo po ako, mga kaguro. Dear Lord, I come to you to ask for your guidance and direction in this study session. I ask that the Holy Spirit fill me with strength, creativity, and understanding to get through my studies without difficulty or sin. Help me hold my focus and attention. Help me to retain all that I learn. Please make my mind sharp and keep distractions at bay. If any part of my studying is weak or lacking in some way, let it be revealed so that I may correct it. Thank you for this opportunity to learn. Amen. All right, now once again, this is your Diagnostic Test Part 3 live discussion with me, Coach Mek. Of course, this is for Gen Ed. We will be discussing 20 items tonight. No? So 20 items po. This is all a combination of science, English, and Filipino, no? Because the rest of the items po sa ating Gen Ed ay kay Coach June, of course, kay Coach Toto, okay? But of course, after this, after we are done with the 150-item discussion for our Gen Ed, ay magkakaroon na po tayo ng ating diagnostic test discussion for professional education. So that's going to be in the following days. Okay, are you ready, Team Thorndike? Pakilagay na po ng ating thumbs up sign or paki-share na po, paki-like na po ng ating video. Tag our friends, no? All the Let Taker friends, share our video. If you are ready, we are going to start in a few minutes. Again, make sure that you are being interactive, that you are with us as we go over the different items that we have tonight. Okay, so ilagay lamang po yung ating item number and of course, your letter of choice. Okay, so wag pong kakalimutan. Item number and of course, letter of choice. Ayan, ready na. Ready na. Okay, Rigor Mendel is ready. Let us all start with item number 1. Okay, number 1. This is a perennial question in the licensure examination na palagi pong nandito ito, always present, hindi nawawala sa ating pong licensure exam. Okay, question number 1, very easy. The pen name of Samuel Clemens is blank. The pen name of Samuel Clemens is blank. Would this be letter A, Robert Downey Jr., letter B, George Eliot, letter C, Edgar Allan Poe, or letter D, Mark Twain? What is our choice? I see a lot of letter D's sa ating comment box. What about the rest of you? Okay. Sabi ng ating team Facebook, letter D. Sabi naman ng ating team Thorndike, letter D din. Tama kaya ang taong bayan? Okay. Hindi kaya pinalitan na? Aha. Okay, ano po kaya ang ating tumpak na choice for item number 1? Okay, the pen name of Samuel Clemens, of course, is letter D. Congratulations. Okay, so letter D po ang ating tumpak na choice. If you can give us one work of Samuel Clemens, aka Mark Twain, no? Samuel Clemens, that's the real name. And of course, ang pen name po niya is Mark Twain. Ano po ang isa sa mga isinulat ni Samuel Clemens? Ano po ang isa sa kanyang mga isinulat? Baka hindi pa po alam ng ating mga kaklase dito, no? Baka hindi pa alam ng ating mga kaklase. Ano po ang isa sa kanya pong mga isinulat? Ayan, Marce PH is saying, Huckleberry Finn. Okay, Tom Sawyer, tumpak. All right? And so those are two of his best works. No? So the Adventures of Huckleberry Finn and of course, the Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Okay, congratulations. Tumpak ang letter D. Of course, si letter A po, Robert Downey Jr. na hindi po siya yung ating hinahanap dito. Si George Eliot naman po, ano po yung sulat, yung pen name ni George Eliot? Okay, anyone who knows the pen name of George Eliot or the real name of George Eliot, since George Eliot is the pen name, no? So kanino po pen name yung George Eliot? Ayan, sabi ni LPT 2025, Mary Ann Evans. Okay, so tumpak po yan. George Eliot was actually a woman, no, by the name Mary Ann Evans. And she wrote under the pen name George Eliot because of course, medyo meron pa pong discrimination against women during the time of Mary Ann Evans. Okay, so that's Mary Ann Evans. And of course, si Edgar Allan Poe naman po, siya yung ating kinikilalang the father of horror stories, diba? The father of horror stories. Okay, so that's Edgar Allan Poe. But here, letter D ang ating pong hinahanap. All right, we go to item number 2. Number 2. Which level of organization in taxonomy is the most specific? Again, which level of organization in taxonomy is the most specific? Would this be letter A, species, letter B, genus, letter C, domain, or letter D, family? What is our choice? I see a lot of letter A's. Meron din namang letter C. Okay, so A at C ang naglalaban. Lumabas yan sa majorship namin, sabi ni Ecological, no? So, mga science majors mag-ingay, yung mga kabatak, mga anak ni na Coach Reglin and of course si Coach Aikel, na? So letter A, species ang sinasabi ng taong bayan. May ilang nagsasabi na domain. Okay, so ang hinahanap po natin dito is most specific, no? Most specific. Andyan na po yung ating hint. Tumpak na choice po natin dito is letter A. That's your species. Species ang ating pong tumpak na choice. And of course, you know that these are the different levels, no, sa ating pong taxonomy. Makinig po sa mga medyo kakatune in pa lamang sa atin. No? One very common question in the LET about your taxonomy is how many levels are there? No? So sometimes the LET, ang LET po ay nagtatanong sa atin, alin dito, no? Which is true about the taxonomy, no? Which is true about the different levels of taxonomy. At yung ating pong magiging sagot noon, if you see it in your choices, would be there are 8 different levels of organization in taxonomy. Okay, so 8 different levels, no? So that's your domain. So domain po yung pinaka-inclusive. Kumbaga marami siyang sakop, no? Yung pinaka-inclusive. And of course, you have kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and of course, species. No? So species is the most specific, or sometimes we say it is the most exclusive. Okay? Most exclusive. Sila lamang. No? So species. Another very common item sa ating LET regarding your Gen Ed Science is that what can you say, no, or which is true if 2 organisms can make an offspring, no? If 2 organisms can produce an offspring, ibig sabihin po nito, kung ang dalawang organismo ay nakakaanak, no? Nakakapag-produce ng anak, what can you say is true about these 2 organisms? And so, yung ating pong magiging choice doon is they belong to the same species. Okay? They belong to the same species. Kasi, magkakaroon lamang po kayo ng anak kapag you both belong to the same species. So, tao at tao magkakaanak, no? So, ikaw at yung aso, ikaw at ang kuneho, ikaw at ang kabayo, ikaw at ang kambing, never pong magkakaroon ng anak. Okay? So, only 2 organisms belonging to the same species can make an offspring, or can produce kids, no? Can produce children. Okay? So here, for you to be able to remember, no, the different levels of organization easily, you may use the mnemonics, Dear King Philip came over for great spaghetti. Again, Dear King Philip came over for great spaghetti. Okay? Dear King Philip came over for great spaghetti. Minsan po, pinapa-arrange din sa atin ni Licensure Exam. No? Sinasabi niya minsan, arrange the following levels of organization in the correct order, no? Correct sequence. And so, your hint there would be, Dear King Philip came over for great spaghetti. Okay? But for number 2, letter A, ang ating pong tumpak na choice. Alright, we go to number 3. When a bee gathers nectar from a certain type of flower to make honey and in the process pollinates the flower, what kind of relationship exists between the bee and the flower? Again, when a bee gathers nectar from a certain type of flower to make honey and in the process pollinates the flower, what kind of relationship exists between the bee and the flower? Sana all may honey, di ba? Would this be letter A, parasitic, letter B, mutualistic, letter C, commensalistic, or letter D, serendipitous? Okay, what is our choice? I see a lot of letter B's. Letter B nga kaya ang ating tumpak na choice for this item. No? So sabi dito sa ating item, meron daw isang bubuyog, no, na sumipsip sa certain kind of flower to make honey. And in the process, pollinates the flower. What kind of relationship exists between the bee and the flower? And of course, tumpak na choice po natin dito is letter B. Okay, so tumpak po kayong lahat. Letter B, ang ating pong tumpak na choice. Okay, so letter B, for this one right here, this is mutualistic. No? So yung ating pong letters A, B, at C are all what we call symbiotic relationships. Diba? Symbiosis. Symbiotic relationship. Kapag sinabi mo pong symbiosis na meron kang dalawang organisms that are in very close contact with each other. No? They're always interacting with each other. That's symbiotic relationships. And under symbiosis, meron po tayong tatlong klase, di ba? So makinig, no? Meron po tayong tatlong klase for your symbiotic relationships. The first one is mutualism. Mutualism. Okay, so mutualism po. This is shown by our question here. Now, the flower gets pollinated, and so the flower gets some benefit while the bee gets nectar. No? So nakakakuha din po siya ng benefits. That means both of them are happy, di ba? Both of them get benefit. No? So happy, the feeling is mutual, and so that is mutualism. Ang ating pong commensalism, one is happy, the other one is unaffected. No? One is happy, the other one is unaffected. Example po natin dito is the whale and the barnacles. Yung barnacles natin, yung mga nakadikit, no, sa katawan ng ating whale. Why is it happy? Bakit po nagiging masaya ang ating barnacles? Kasi po nakakakuha siya ng pagkain galing sa balat, no, sa skin ng ating pong whale. Pero yung whale naman po is unaffected. Dead ma lamang po siya, di ba? Dead ma lamang siya. That's commensalism. One is happy, the other one is dead ma. While parasitism naman po, one is happy, the other one is sad, di ba? Kasi the other one is harmed. Kunwari, no? Yung pusa at ang tick. Okay? So, pusa at tick. Ang pusa mo ay sad dahil ang pusa mo po ay na-harm, di ba? Nagkakaroon siya ng skin irritation, no? Hindi na flawless yung ating pong pusa. While the tick is happy because it feeds on cat's blood, no? So, parasite, itong ating tick, and of course, yung ating naman pong pusa is what you call the host, no? The host and the parasite. Okay? So, if you can remember the Parasite na movie, di ba? Meron mga, yung isang pamilya doon ay naging parasite while the other one is the host, no? So, medyo at a disadvantage yung host, di ba? Inaabusa yung host, no? While the parasite gets a lot of benefits. Okay? So, that's your symbiotic, no? These are your symbiotic relationships, di ba? So, ikaw, ano po yung inyong relasyon? Sabi dito, parasitism, tulad ng relationship nyo, no? Toxic. Okay, so sabi niya, toxic ang relationship. Ma'am Nirsa Sansahali, hello po, good evening. Okay? Ang serendipitous naman po, from the term serendipity, di ba? So, tinadhana, parang gano'n, no? So, walang plano, nakatadhana lamang, no? Na walang plano, kumbaga, nagkita lamang kayo. Okay? Kaya alam, minsan, pinagtagpo kayo, pero hindi kayo tinadhana, di ba? So, mas maigi na mutualistic ang relationship. Hindi po parasitic, no? At hindi din commensalistic, kasi kapag commensalistic, dead ma yung isa, alright? And so, tumpak na choice po natin dito is letter B. Letter B. We go to item number 4. Okay, ayun. Merong mga na-hurt, no? Ouch. Grabe naman. Ouch. Ow. No? We go to number 4. Romeo and Juliet is to Shakespeare as Iliad and Odyssey are to blank. Would this be letter A, Homer, letter B, Agamemnon, letter C, Marlowe, or letter D, Achilles? Again, Romeo and Juliet is to Shakespeare as Iliad and Odyssey are to blank. Would this be letter A, Homer, letter B, Agamemnon, letter C, Marlowe, or letter D, Achilles? Who is your choice? I see a lot of letter A's. Merong letter D. Sino kaya ang tumpak na choice? No? This, of course, is part of literature under English. Okay. All right, I see a lot of letter A's, Homer. And of course, Homer, ang ating pong tumpak na choice. Okay, so ibig sabihin lamang po nito, ang Romeo and Juliet ay isa sa mga akda ni Shakespeare. Of course, Iliad and Odyssey naman po ay akda ni Homer. Okay, so the mythical geographer, no? Meron po mga questions sa LET about Homer, who is known as the first mythical geographer. And so, what you would choose would be Homer. Homer, no? So sa Homer po yan. Ibig pong sabihin, when you say mythical geographer, masyadong, kumbaga masyadong vivid, masyadong maganda yung pagkakadescribe niya ng mga lugar-lugar sa kanya pong akda, okay? Si Agamemnon at si Achilles po ay mga tauhan lamang, no, sa akda ni Homer. Si Marlowe naman po ay isang English writer, no? Okay, so this one right here is Christopher Marlowe, and he was the one who gave us the tragical history of Dr. Faustus. Okay, so sometimes na-aaskin po ito. Minsan po yung tanong is, who among the following is not an American writer? Okay, which among the following is not, or who among the following is not an American writer? And so your answer there would be Christopher Marlowe. Okay, so Christopher Marlowe naman po ang ating magiging choice doon. Alright, so letter A is tumpak, no? And of course, we know Shakespeare to be the great tragedist, di ba? So, the great tragedist, ibig sabihin, yung mga akda po niya ay palaging tragedy, palaging namamatay, di ba? Yung mga bida-bida sa akda ni Shakespeare, pinapatay niya yung mga bida-bida, okay? So, wag po kayong bibida-bida, ha? Kasi namamatay yung mga bida-bida kay Shakespeare, no? Siya din pong tinatawag na the Bard of Avon. No? Ang ibig sabihin po ng bard is poet. And of course, Avon is the birthplace of Shakespeare. No? So the Bard of Avon. All right? But here, letter A, Homer, ang ating pong tumpak na choice. We go to number 5. Ayan, sabi dito ni Sir Nino, Marlowe was a British writer. Correct? No? Kaya pag tinanong which among the following or who among the following is not an American writer, your answer be Marlowe. Okay? We go to number 5. If we know that manganese dioxide is a catalyst in the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide, then how does manganese dioxide affect this reaction? Aray, okay, ayan na. Nadugo na yung ilong ng ibang major or ng BEd, no? So sabi dito number 5, if we know that manganese dioxide is a catalyst in the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide, then how does manganese dioxide affect this reaction? Would this be letter A? It lowers the activation energy required for the decomposition to proceed. Letter B, it changes the decomposition from exothermic to endothermic. Letter C, it makes the decomposition happen without any activation energy. Or letter D, it raises the activation energy required for the decomposition to proceed. What is our choice? Aba, si Plasmodium vivax, meron pang patrivia dito. Okay. Aha, merong A, B, C, D. Ayan na, meron na mga nalilito, no? Palagay ko yung mga hindi po science major, yung mga BEd, medyo nalito na. Alright, what is our choice? Aha, Ma'am Alhayati, doon ka po manood sa ating Team Thorndike, hindi po dito sa ating Facebook page. Sa Team Thorndike po. Hello, Coach Mac from Team Dewey. Ayan, malapit na maging LPT, Ma'am Danica Navida. Hello po, good evening. And thank you for visiting us. Nakakamiss po yung live sessions. Magpapasko, may lisensya. Okay, ala. Samot-sari, may B at D. Okay, tumpak na choice po natin dito. No? Sabi dito ng ating pong question, kung ang manganese dioxide po isang catalyst para i-decompose, no? I-break down yung hydrogen peroxide. Yung hydrogen peroxide natin is agua oxygenada, di ba? Agua oxygenada. Then how does manganese dioxide affect this reaction? Papaano daw po nakaka-affect ng reaction yung manganese dioxide? No? Tumpak na choice po natin dito is letter A. Letter A. It lowers the activation energy. Okay? So kalma po. Puntahan natin yung ating next slide. No? So ito po yung ating amount of energy. No? So amount of energy na ating pong kailangan para magkaroon ng isang reaction. And of course, these are the different reactants that you have here. No? And these are the products. Now, pag wala pong enzyme or kung wala pong catalyst, kapag walang enzyme or walang catalyst, ito po yung amount ng activation energy na atin pong kailangan. No? Kapag sinabi po nating activation energy, simpleng-simple lamang po ito from the terms activation and energy. No? This is the amount of energy. Ito po yung kailangan nating enerhiya para ma-activate or para po mag-umpisa ang isang proseso. Okay? So that's activation energy. The amount of energy needed so that a certain process would happen or would start. No? So kapag wala pong enzyme or kung wala pong catalyst, ito po yung amount ng activation energy na atin pong kailangan. Pero kapag meron pong enzyme or meron pong catalyst, mas mababa yung amount of activation energy na ating kailangan. And so, in the process, no, mas nagiging mabilis yung proseso. Okay? So, mas mabilis yung proseso kasi nga, mas mababa yung enerhiya na kailangan natin para makapag-umpisa yung ating chemical reaction. Okay? So, letter A po ang ating tumpak na choice. It lowers the activation energy required for the process of the composition to proceed. Okay? So, tumpak na choice is letter A. Congratulations sa mga naligwak, no? Sabi dito, ligwak, yay! Congratulations. Of course, congratulations kasi hindi pa naman actual let, di ba? So, malayo-layo pa until March pa po tayo at marami pa yung ating pong mababago, di ba? Mari-relearn, ma-unlearn para pagdating po sa actual let, ay tumpak na ang ating magiging choice. Okay? So, letter A is tumpak. We go to number 6. Ito naman, nasaan yung mga kabaro ni Coach Alexis, no? Yung mga ka-concert ni Coach Alexis. Ito na, yung ating pong Filipino. Paraan ng pagbuo ng salita na ginagawa ng 3 uri ng panlapi. Ito ay paraan ng pagbuo ng salita na ginagawa ng 3 uri ng panlapi. Ay patlang, would this be letter A, laguhan, letter B, inunlapian, letter C, hinulapian, or letter D, kabilaan? What is our choice? A yan. Laguhan, tama kaya ang laguhan? Okay, so again, please make sure that you are sharing our video. And of course, if you are still not a member of Gurong Pinoy's Team Thorndike, magpa-member na po kayo, mag-send po kayo ng message dito po sa ating Facebook page para dire-diretso po yung ating panunood. Of course, nada-download po natin yung ating PDF at nakakasagot po tayo sa ating quizzes. Okay, no? So letter A ang sigaw ng taong bayan and letter A ang ating pong tumpak na choice. Laguhan, no? Sa laguhan, merong 3 uri ng panlapi. Merong unlapi, nasa unahang panlapi. Merong gitlapi, no? Gitlapi, nasa gitna ang panlapi. And of course, merong hulapi, no? Nasa hulihan ang panlapi. And of course, kapag sinabi mo naman pong kabilaan, nasa una at huli lamang. No? Nasa una at huli lamang yung kanyang panlapi. So, meron po siyang unlapi at hulapi. Pero, since our question is asking us for 3 uri ng panlapi, this would be laguhan. No? So, the usual na word, no, na salita, na binibigay sa atin ng let ay pinagsumikapan. Nakita ko yung kanina sa ating pong comment box. Okay? Pinagsumikapan. No? So, in this word, sikap po ang ating salitang ugat. No? Sikap ang salitang ugat. Pinag is unlapi. Is gitlapi kasi nasa gitna po siya ng salitang ugat na sikap. And of course, an is hulapi. So, unlapi, nasa unahan, gitlapi, nasa gitna, and hulapi, nasa hulihan ng salita. And so, this is what you call laguhan. Okay? Laguhan. Laguhan. Okay? So, tumpak na choice po natin dito is letter A. We go to number 7. Okay, ito din. Saan kabilang na uri ng tayutay ang pahayag na? Kapalaran, huwag ka sanang mailap. Okay, again, saan kabilang na uri ng tayutay ang pahayag na? Kapalaran, huwag ka sanang mailap. Would this be letter A, pagtawag? Letter B, palit saklaw. Letter C, pagmamalabis? Or letter D, palitawag? Ayan na. Nakikita ko nang nagdurugo ang inyong mga ilong. Okay? May mga nagdurugo na yung ilong sa ating Filipino. Aha. All right, I see a lot of letter A's. Pagtawag. Pagtawag nga kaya kapalaran, huwag ka sanang mailap. Lisensya, huwag ka sanang mailap. Naku po, merong nagpupusa dito kay Sir Alex. Kay Coach Alex, si Henry Gleason, ipupusa ko si Coach Alex. Sabi niya, letter A, pupusa ko si Coach Alex. Alright, tumpak na choice po natin dito, of course, is letter A, pagtawag. Pagtawag, di ba? So, ayan, nakikita ko sa ating comment box, sabi dito, apostrophe, no? So, apostrophe po yan sa ating English, na figure of speech. That's apostrophe, ibig sabihin pagtawag, na? So, kapag sinabi po nating apostrophe o pagtawag, tinatawag mo yung isang tao o isang entity na wala, no? So, wala siya sa paligid mo at the moment. So, for example, you say, kapalaran, lisensya, huwag ka sanang mailap. Love life, huwag ka sanang mailap. No, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Na sinabi po yan ni Juliet sa kanyang balkonahe, di ba? That is apostrophe. Apostrophe o pagtawag, na? Now, when you say palit saklaw, saklaw, letter S, this is sinekdoke, okay? Sinekdoke po ito in English. Later, I'm going to give you an example. Na pagmamalabis, of course, this is hyperbole or exaggeration, di ba? Exaggeration or hyperbole, pagmamalabis, no? Yung hindi na kapani-paniwala, yung mga ginamit niya sa'yo nung siya'y nanliligaw pa lamang, or dili naman po kaya ay yung ginamit mo nang ikaw ay nanliligaw pa lamang sa kanya, di ba? Yung susuungin ko, yung ilang baha, no? Ilang bagyo, tatawirin ko ang 7 ilog, alright? So susungkitin ko ang buwan at ang mga bituin para sa iyo, ang araw para sa iyo, no? Sa hyperbole, pagmamalabis po yan. Palitawag naman po is metonymy, okay? Metonymy naman po ito in English, no? So, usually, ay nako-confuse po yung mga tao sa sinekdoke at metonymy or palit saklaw at palitawag. Ano nga ba yung pagkakaiba, no? So, ito po, no? Ang ating hint po dito, my sin is part of me, but my mom is related to me. My mom is related to me. Makinig, tingnan po yung ating screen. My sin is part of me. My mom is related to me. Sin here is sinekdoke, mom here is metonymy. Ibig pong sabihin nito, ang sinekdoke po, kapag tayo po ay gumagamit ng sinekdoke or pagpapalit saklaw, gumagamit tayo ng isang parte to represent a whole or vice versa, no? So gumagamit ka ng isang parte para i-represent ang isang kabuuan or vice versa. Pero yung metonymy naman po, gumagamit ka ng isang word or isang salita na related, no, sa isang salita pa na inyo pong hinahalinhinan, no? So my mom is related to me. Metonymy, you are using a word that is related, no, to the term. And so if you are given, I am going to give you 2 sentences. Now you tell me whether it's sinekdoke or metonymy. Okay, so the first one here, her boyfriend has bought a new ride. Her boyfriend has bought a new ride. Is this sinekdoke or is this metonymy? Pagpapalit saklaw po ba ito or pagpapalit tawag? Sabi dito ni Sir John Aldea, mag-enroll na kayo guys. Sa mga hindi pa nag-enroll, sulit sa Gurong Pinoy. Waiting na lang mi sa results. Thank you, Coach. Manifesting LPT. Yes, Sir John, LPT very, very soon. Okay. Metonymy, ang sigaw ng taong bayan, okay? So tama po yan, no? Metonymy. Ibig sabihin, no, gumamit siya ng term na ride na related sa salitang car, no? Sa salitang kotse, okay? So ride is a term that is related to a car, no? So that would be metonymy or pagpapalitawag. Now, what about this? He bought new wheels. He bought new wheels. Ano po ito? Of course, no? Obviously, this would be pagpapalit saklaw or sinekdoke. Okay? So, sabi dito, sinekdoke, part of me, no? So, gumamit siya ng salitang kaparte ng car, no? Okay? So, parehas po yung kanilang pagpapakahulugan, parehas po yung term na kanilang binabanggit dito, no? Pero sa ating pong metonymy, gumamit ka lamang ng isang term na related sa car, no? Pero sa sinekdoke naman po, gumamit ka ng isang parte ng car, di ba? Gumamit ka ng isang parte ng car to represent it. Okay? So, sana po, pag nakita ito sa LET, kapag may question sa LET or sa mga susunod nating pa-drills, no, alam na natin yung ating pong magiging choice. Okay? And so, tumpak na choice here is letter A, pagtawag. We go to number 8. Ocean water is a good example of a mixture because, again, ocean water is a good example of a mixture because, would this be letter A? You can distinguish between water and salt in ocean water. Letter B, the water and salt can both evaporate. Letter C, it is a compound of water and salt. Or letter D, the mixture of water and salt can be physically separated. What is our choice? Aha. Okay, nakikita kong choice ng taong bayan ay letter D. Tama kayang letter D for this item. Okay, letter D nga kaya for this item. Ocean water is a good example of a mixture. Na sinasabi po sa ating question dito, ang ocean water daw po, tubig galing sa oceans, no, is an example of a mixture dahil, okay, ano po yung dahilan? Para masabi natin ng isang substance is an example of a mixture. Ang tumpak na choice po natin dito, of course, is letter D. Okay, so letter D is tumpak. The mixture can be physically separated. Okay, they can be physically separated. All right, so letter D po ang ating tumpak na choice. Sa mga medyo naligwak, okay, tutok po sa ating next slide, no? So here are the different types of matter. Ito po yung iba't ibang klase ng matter na meron tayo. Remember, matter is anything that has space, no, or that occupies space and has mass. Okay? Can occupy space, it has mass, and so that is matter. No? Meron po tayong two main categories, no, sa ating pong matter. Meron kang pure substance at meron ka pong mixture. Kapag sinabi mong pure substance, maaaring maging element, yung mga bagay-bagay na nakikita po natin sa ating periodic table, di ba? Carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, those calcium, no? Phosphorus, sulfur, those are all types of elements. Those things that we find in our periodic table of elements, no? That's your elements, of course. And when you say compound, this is a combination of two or more elements, di ba? So, combination of two or more elements. Kunwari, water as in H2O, hindi yung ocean water. Water as in H2O, no? So, dalawang hydrogen, isang oxygen. That's a combination of two different types of elements, and so that is termed a compound. No? So yung compounds natin, elements natin, pure substances natin, usually we say, mahirap silang i-separate by physical na ways, no? Physical method, mahirap silang i-separate. So usually, meron tayong ginagawa sa mga laboratorio kung gusto talaga nating i-separate different parts of our compounds. Okay? So hindi kaya na physical lamang yung pagse-separate sa kanila. But when you say mixture, these are substances that can easily be yung kanya pong mga ingredients niya, kumbaga yung mga salik niya ay po pwedeng i-separate through physical separation methods. Okay? So, we have two types of mixture. No? Meron po tayong dalawang klase ng mixture. One is homogeneous. The other one is heterogeneous. Kapag sinabi pong homogeneous, homo means one or the same. No? So, when you say homogeneous mixture, hindi mo nakikita yung iba't ibang bahagi ng mixture. And when you say heterogeneous mixture, ayan, kitang-kita mo yung iba't ibang bahagi ng inyong mixture. I am going to give you examples after this slide. No? So, your ocean water is actually an example of your homogeneous mixture. Diba? Kapag kumuha ka ng tubig galing sa dagat, hindi mo nakikita yung salt, no? So, tubig lamang nakikita mo. Sometimes murky water, no? So, homogeneous mixture po siya. Okay? So, these are examples of your homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Again, homogeneous iisa yung kanilang appearance. Okay? So serial, no? Okay. So this one, na-mix na siya, no? Wag lamang pong tingnan yung mga nakabutlog-butlog dito. Okay? Yung soda, no? Kapag meron kang soda is a homogeneous mixture. Blood is also a homogeneous mixture. Soil, di ba? Meron ng ibang klase ng substances dyan, but still, you cannot see those different substances, no? If you are just looking at the soil with your naked eye, no? Hetero ay steel. Ba't nandito yung steel, no? So, steel mo, I will not consider this as your heterogeneous, no? Hindi naman nakikita sa ating picture, okay? Sa ating picture. Rain po pwede, no? Pwede mong makita, for example, kapag ka merong mga say pollutants, okay? So merong mga mas maiitim na parte, your air, no? Your air is considered homogeneous ito. Feeling ko hindi ito nakalagay in proper order, no? Or in proper column, okay? So this one should be homo. Dapat po ito homo. This one, rain, no? Pwede mong consider na homo. Okay? So this one would still be homo, di ba? So hindi mo siya nakikita, and air would be homo. Okay? So medyo mali, no, yung ating picture. Hindi pala sila in these substances are not in the correct column. Okay? So hindi sila correct column. So this one is hetero, no? Serial mo is hetero. Okay, this one, if you can still see the eyes, kapag nakikita pa rin po yung eyes, then this would be hetero, di ba? So hetero yan, no? So hindi naka-classify according to the column yung ating pong mga substances. Okay? Basta homo, iisa lamang yung appearance, hetero po, nakikita pa rin yung different substances that we've mixed. Na kunwari pizza, di ba? Nakikita nyo yung pineapple, yung pepperoni, yung cheese, no, yung ham, andyan, nakitang-kita mo. Salad, di ba? Nakikita mo pa rin yung different substances natin. Okay? So hetero, yung cereal, tama po kayo, alright? I-call kung ano-ano yung ating pong nakikita dito sa ating comment box. Okay, we go to the next item. Now, next item, number 9. Now, this one right here is also a very common item sa ating pong licensure exam. The fisherman uses worms as blank for fish. Would this be letter A, bit, letter B, bite, letter C, bet, or letter D, bait? What is our choice? Okay, what is our choice for number 9? Number 9, I see letter D is. Okay, letter D nga kaya ang ating tumpak na choice for item number 9, bait. The fisherman uses worms as blank for fish. Tumpak na choice po natin dito is letter D, no? Bait as in pain, di ba? So, pain, di ba? So, letter D. Bait ang ating pong tumpak na choice. Ayan, sabi dito, naka-refresher kay Coach Bryce, no? So, tama po. Bait ang ating pong tumpak na choice. Of course, when you say bite, kagat, di ba? Pag kagat is bite. And then, bit naman po is the past tense, no? Past tense po ng ating bite and bet. Ito po yung ginagawa ninyo, scatter. Ano yung scatter? Yung sa cellphone. Nagbi-bet po kayo, di ba? So, meron kang pagpupusta, di ba? Pupusta ko si coach, sabi dito ng isa sa inyo kanina. Okay? So, letter D, bait ang ating pong tumpak na choice. We go to number 10. Who was the first person to win 2 Nobel Prizes in 2 different categories? Would this be letter A, Sir Isaac Newton, letter B, Marie Curie, letter C, Albert Einstein, or letter D, Antoine Lavoisier? Baka magtampo si Coach Bryce pag nagkamali tayo, sabi dito ni Teacher Vanessa. Okay, what do you think is the right choice for number 10? I see letter B is for number 10. The first person to win 2 Nobel Prizes. Who is this? Sabi ni Plasmodium vivax dito, Ante Marie Curie. Okay, letter B indeed ng ating pong tumpak na choice. Ayan, no, Marie Curie, Riri. Okay, so twice, Riri, twice in her name, and she was the first person to win 2 Nobel Prizes in 2 different categories. Hindi po siya kapatid ni Stephen Curry, May nagsabi dito kapatid ni Stephen Curry. Okay. So these right here were the persons who got Nobel Prizes twice, no? So hindi lamang si Madame Curie, no? Hindi lamang si Marie Curie. Okay. So but she was the first, no? So 1903 for physics and 1911 for chemistry. Okay. So Marie Curie po ang ating tumpak na choice, and these are the rest of those people who have won our Nobel Prizes twice, in different categories. Although two of them have won the Nobel Prizes in the same categories. Okay, so what about the rest of your choices? Of course, si Newton, our choice A, So Newton, Isaac Newton, is well known for Newton's laws of motion. Dati po lumalabas pa sa LET, yung itong 3 laws of motion ni Isaac Newton. Ngayon po hindi na masyado, but I think sa ating pong science major ay lumalabas pa rin. Okay? So lumalabas pa rin yung 3 laws of motion ni Newton. And so kapag ka science major ka, make sure na alam po natin ito. Okay? So we have the different laws of motion according to Newton, Isaac Newton. The first one is the law of inertia. The second one is the law of acceleration. And the third one is the law of action-reaction or the law of interaction. Okay? So, when you say inertia, kapag sinabi pong inertia, ito po yung tendency ng isang bagay to resist a change in motion. Nire-resist niya yung change in motion. Kunwari, kung siya po ay tumatakbo in this direction at meron pong isang bagay na nag-stop sa kanya, the body still has inertia, and so the body has the tendency to continue moving. Okay? So kaya po tayo dapat nagwi-wear, nagsusuot ng ating seatbelt whenever we are inside the car para if the car stops abruptly, kapag the car stops suddenly, hindi tayo magtilapon, Hindi po tayo magtilapon dun sa windshield ng car, okay? Because our body has inertia, okay? So that's the first law of motion, which is called inertia. The second law of motion naman po is the law of acceleration. Ito po yung ating formula, for the law of acceleration. Force here or F here is force. M is mass, and A is acceleration. Okay? Ibig pong sabihin, if the mass is higher, kapag mas mabigat po ang isang bagay, we also need a bigger force to accelerate that thing, Kapag meron kang, say, maliit na bata at isang mas malaking tao, kailangan mong mas malaking force to try to accelerate the bigger person. Okay, so that's force equals mass times acceleration, which is Newton's second law, the law of acceleration. The law of action-reaction naman po, sabi niya dito, for every action with corresponding force, meron pong opposite na tinatawag nating reaction. Kapag sinabi pong reaction, equal yung amount of force niya sa ating action pero opposite in direction. Okay? So, your action and reaction would have equal amount of force in newtons but opposite in direction. Okay? So, that's your action, reaction. All right. Now we go to your to the two other choices, So si Einstein, of course, we know him to be one of the most well-known geniuses that we have, diba? So napakarami niyang na-discover. Meron siyang E equals mc squared dyan, diba? Theory of relativity, etc., etc. Even Brownian movement, diba? Kino-consider din na kay Einstein po yan. Antoine Lavoisier is often considered as the father of modern chemistry. Okay, so father of modern chemistry is Antoine Lavoisier. Okay, so our choice there was Marie Curie. Okay, Marie Curie ang ating pong tumpak na choice. We go to number 11. Which of the following is a physical change? Again, which of the following is a physical change? Letter A, burning a piece of paper. Letter B, melting ice. Letter C, mixing vinegar and baking soda. Letter D, baking cookies. What is our choice? Okay, what do you think is the right choice for item 11? And of course, natapos na po ang ating live